I got a chance to get out there to Colorado Springs, which you have made it with.
Yeah, what happened?
Terence had asked about it. He said, this is the PorterWay Podcast? I said, yeah. He said, where everybody else at? I said, it's only me today, you know? So he was looking forward to seeing y'all. YouTube, man, you know you always welcome.
Wow, really?
But listen, without... Clearly, obviously, and I would do the same if I went to the Canelo camp. I actually would like to go to the Canelo camp.
Yeah.
I'll see if there's any way I can pull something like that off.
A couple weeks, go to
yeah, we'll see if I can pull something like that off.
That'd be beautiful. Make it happen, Shawn Porter.
We'll see. But that being said, things that happen in camp stay in camp. You already know that.
That's going to be the trade-off Canelo gives you. He'll be like, you can totally come to camp, but I want to know everything you know about Terence Crawford.
But as much as I can answer, I want you guys, ask whatever you think you've been wondering or whatever the case may be, and I'll answer as much as I can. But I will say this, the kid looks good, as we all know. I got a great interview done with him. I got to interview his kids. Got a little bit from his kids as well. They were in camp, left today. Mm-hmm. And just in case you don't see the interview, we're going to clip a couple of things and put it out there for you guys. You got to join the membership in order to get this kind of stuff. This is the stuff you got to pay for. You know what I mean? We got some exclusive stuff, and we're not going to be letting all of our exclusive stuff go anymore. So make sure you go on over to our membership and join that. Definitely got to play some spades with them and all that kind of stuff.
Shout out to my boy Trevor.
But yeah, I think the interview was a dynamite interview. You probably see a Terence Crawford that you don't get to see often because it is me, honestly. But all that being said, what you want to know?
Well, let me ask you this, Shawn, and I understand you might only be able to say so much, right, without giving away too much. But you and Amir, when we had Amir on the show earlier just now, you guys, one reason you give Crawford a good chance at winning this fight is talking about Canelo has to have his feet set to deliver his power shots. Mm-hmm. Crawford making him pick his feet up. At 38 years old, putting on 14 pounds to go from 54 to 68, 38 years old, do you think his legs will be able to have the advantage that people that are picking him and thinking he could win this fight, will they have the advantage that they believe he will have at 38, putting on 14 pounds to those legs?
I looked at my business partner Malcolm while we were there. I said, "Yo, look at his legs." He said, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah." I said, "They're thick. They're in shape. They look very strong." If anybody out there that want to act funny about what I just said, that's my job as a former athlete, as an analyst. I have to analyze everything, right? So I have to analyze how's his weight now distributed across your body.
His body, right?
Is it distributed a little too much right here in the midsection? Are the legs too thick? And now I'm not seeing the muscle pop and things of that nature. The dude is doing all of the right things. They have something called the incline in Colorado Springs. So just in case you don't know, Colorado Springs is about 6,000, a little bit more than 6,000 feet in the air, right? So it's above the altitude. I don't know where Vegas is. Vegas is around 1,000, I believe. So again, in case you don't know, you go up in the altitude, you multiply the blood cells. Then when you come down to what do they call this?
Sea level.
Sea level, or you come down to where normal people exist, right. You're able to recover quicker. So it's things like that where people have alluded to him being a snack athlete and things like that. Like, what could he possibly? No. He's just doing the right things, and he's always done the right things. So when I look at how thick the legs are, but also the muscle is still popping and things like that, it suggests to me that they're really strong. But then he's doing things like going up the incline. So you're already at 6,000 and some change. The incline is a mile up. So while you get to the top, you're at 11,000 feet in the air, 12,000 feet in the air. That's how he's able to pull off the kind of stuff that he's doing.
Yeah, because Canelo's got him about 200 feet. He's at 6,200 feet in altitude.
In Tahoe?
Yeah. Okay, I salute, because I ain't know Tahoe was all the way up there like that.
It's all the way up.
Yeah. Hey, listen, and again, that speaks to the magnitude of this fight. They are matching and mirroring one another in a lot of ways For me,
getting great sparring, training in the mountains. Yeah, you're right.
For me, the biggest thing, which is something that Crawford said, was, who else is there? There's nobody else at my level. And they're mirroring in that respect. Everybody wanted to see Canelo in the ring with
El Monstro.
With Benavidez. But respectfully, Benavidez does not have that
all-time standing.
Yeah. Whereas Crawford does. And that's why we get this fight. Also why I think we get a brilliant match.
What I love about this, it's that old school shit. They went away. I mean, one had a baby, one brought family in, but they're away from everybody. They're isolated. They're really locked in on this big time mega fight in boxing. And I know Zittel, he missed the old school days. This is literally a little taste of it. Not exactly what we used to get, but I feel like the old school guys, they used to go away too, right?
And so, of course, kids are there when I get there, and I'm like,
punking you again?
I didn't expect this.
Right.
No. Showing love nowadays. Showing love nowadays.
That's what
they don't want no more ass.
That's what ass women do to you. I believe in ass women.
Showing love nowadays, and but I see the kids running around. I'm like, okay. So when I had the opportunity to ask him, I said, so I see the kids in camp. He said they leave tomorrow, and he said it with a smile. Like he knows.
I could switch an extra gear.
I know he knows. Like I just need them to be here for this moment.
Yeah.
I just need to see them. I need to touch them.
You need that.
That last little bit of love. Yeah. But they're leaving tomorrow, and we're gonna take it up another level.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I want to get to the Canelo camp. I want to. Definitely not going to be there as a snitch or
mole or any of that.
Anything like that. No, I just want to see it. This is my first time going to Crawford's camp. I probably, if I wasn't doing the podcast, I would still want to go to a camp to see Canelo or Crawford, even if I wasn't doing the podcast. This is obviously more motivation to do it. But when he got in the ring to spar, I was like, this is my first time seeing this kid spar. This is something that is not done. You don't go see other guys spar, when you are a fighter and stuff like that. Obviously, being retired, that's another thing. But when you got the podcast and you're reporting and things like that, some people may not want you to be around. Crawford didn't mind. Hopefully, Canelo does.
I'll definitely go with you. But if they say I can't go and only you could go, I understand.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely go.
Yeah. Sean, at this point, being a fighter, it's a month out. When is that where I can't be around family? I can see you, but I'm on a mission right now. For me, when does that start?
For me, the later it got in my career, the longer I wanted my family around.
The longer you want it?
The longer I wanted my family around. Yeah. Always knew my boundaries. I always had my boundaries. Even up to fight week. And you've been around fight week. I'm gonna have breakfast with y'all. Yeah. So for me, that was it was like, yo, love you, and don't even think about calling me. Yeah. Don't send a message through anybody else. I don't want to hear it. Everybody's different. I gotta imagine, especially with Canelo having a newborn.
That's tough.
To me, that's an interesting one.
That's tough
because I know that there's gonna be a bit of him that's gonna at least be making calls. Why not make those
FaceTime,
calls? FaceTime and stuff like that. How do you turn that off? When you have a newborn and you're quite a few weeks away from a big fight.
Mexico are riders, bro.
Yeah, I know that.
They're gonna hold it down.
Oh, I know that. I know that. So. Both these guys, I think they're gonna turn it off and turn it on when they need to, and it's gonna be a great fight.